Hey guys, I wanted to give you an update. This is technically going into day 5 of my extended fast, prolonged fasting, where I'm eating not eating, only drinking water and minerals. And I just finished exercising, and I wanted to talk about kind of how I've been feeling and why I'm choosing to exercise at this time. When I first did this, I wouldn't recommend exercising. You do feel fatigued, and I have felt fatigued on day 4. In fact, yesterday was a rough day for me, and the reason why is I just didn't feel very motivated. I felt kind of lackluster, and I felt bouts of being tired would come on to me often. And luckily, yesterday I actually had the chance to lay down and actually take some mini naps. So I took a 20-minute nap, and then later in the afternoon I actually took another 10-minute nap. They weren't long, and I don't recommend long naps, but it was interesting how I felt so lackluster, felt so fatigued. Why am I exercising? One of the things I don't want to have happen, and research shows that it doesn't necessarily happen where your muscles will atrophy, that you'll lose muscle, that your body's burning muscle instead of the fat. I don't feel like that's actually happening to my body, but I do want to exercise to increase my calories, my calorie burning, and also to continue the muscle growth. So I don't necessarily want to bulk up per se, but I want to have that as part of the refining process of making my body a little bit more defined. So the other thing I would recommend, or I've noticed too, and this is maybe just me, I've had what I call restless leg syndrome, and I could be wrong with what that is. It's never been diagnosed necessarily, and all I've kind of concluded was seeing commercials talking about that. But in the past, I've had nights where my legs will just feel like they need to move, and I get frustrated by that. and even if I'm tired, I'm unable to sleep because of this nagging, restlessness in my leg, and that's why I call it restless leg. Now, my thought, and I could be wrong here too, but I wonder if maybe I just need to have some more minerals in my system. And so I've been trying to take some more minerals, and I've been trying to follow the advice of not taking gelatin-based or the capsules that are not that are liquid. I've been trying to stay away from those because those have been shown to break your fast. So in doing that, I might need to get some more materials, some more stuff today. The other thing that I've been thinking about, and I say this hesitantly, but this is a conversation that my wife and I are having. Because I feel not as energetic and a little bit, what I've heard is that you feel like your brain clears and you're no longer foggy and you can think clearly. I haven't necessarily had that yet. The first couple of days, yes, I felt euphoric because I think of the birth of my daughter, but right now I think I'm kind of still going through the transition period, and I'm still feeling a little foggy. And when I previously did this, I also felt kind of foggy, and that was part of the frustration. After I'd done my 25-day fast, I did another 7-day fast, and I ended up stopping that because I felt too lethargic that I couldn't work. And I think there were some other circumstances that were involved with that. So I'm just saying kind of what my experience is so that you can take that into consideration. But why am I exercising? I've already kind of explained this, but I feel that the exercise is actually helping me continue to be strong. I notice that when I walk around, I feel thinner, probably because I'm not digesting food right now, and I've lost that, and my bowels and my stomach are somewhat empty. But I also feel a little bit stronger in where I'm exercising, so I really like that feeling. I want that to be a habit that I have, and so I'm including that. So yeah, I will say that it has been tough. It's been a little bit of a trial in keeping up with this, but especially yesterday, I had during dinner, we had lunch, and that was a little bit of a hard thing because my wife was with the baby, and I was helping the kids get food, and family brought some food over for us, and so it's hard not to get away from that, and the smells are much more potent, especially at dinner time. We had some friends also bring some food over for us, which was really kind of them, and it looked delicious. It looked delicious. And it smelled, so your senses get so much more heightened, and I could smell the garlic, and I could smell the just the flavors of the spaghetti, and I really wanted to eat it. And my goal in this is that I want to go 30 days, hopefully go down to 160 pounds, and then from there go on a keto diet. And so, yeah, I'm hoping that my cravings go down a little bit for food, because I miss food. I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at right now. And I've noticed that I go on Pinterest and I look around, and I did this before and I've been kind of staying away from it, but I went into Pinterest just to check a couple things. And I've been trying to stay more on the motivation of what kind of lifestyle I'm trying to live, who I'm trying to become. And instead I get a lot of food recipes and keto food recipes, and I'm looking at them like, wow, it looks delicious. Yeah, I want to make that. And I got to stay away from that, because I miss food. I miss having meals. I miss making food. I miss the whole experience with food. And this is definitely a hard thing, but I can do hard things, and I'm going to keep up with this. And I hope this is helpful for you in understanding kind of what I'm going through, and maybe you can relate to this as well. One thing I would recommend is I've really enjoyed taking magnesium, and I'll try to put a link in the description too, where you can get the magnesium that I recommend. It's not your typical magnesium. It's really, really high quality. I've used for years from what I have experienced. I've tried the other stuff, and wow, it cleans out your system really fast. But this is more, I think, more natural and has different sources of magnesium that I really like. Okay, well, that's it for technically day 5, kind of covering day 3, 4, and 5 together.